Andoni Iraola is the coach of Liverpool. At one point, everything looked rosy, however, results went a bit dodge. Off the back of a derby day, can Liverpool turn their fortunes, however, around for good? Because Iraola is under pressure, the news stating he might be sacked. Keyword on news, as yes people, welcome back to this team right here. Just got off the back of a derby day win with Scanlon placed at left back. Obviously, Iraola has to work on getting these younger players playing better, but I really didn't expect him to do that well. Maybe he stays in the team. With, I think, personally, defence where we put some signings into. We've got Van Dijk and Xhaka, Leone and Gomez, but they're all never fully fit. Joe Gomez needs a rest. Kirkes is back after a suspension. Cody Gakpo's injured. Team is in a little bit of disarray. But let's focus on this headline. Iraola to be sacked very soon. That is pure fabrication. And I think we speak to the big man to assure him he's staying. Andoni, I know results haven't gone perfectly, but I just want to say, you're not gone. Don't trust that news article. I've told them to take it down. I've spoke to an agent. He says, boss, as long as I've got the backing from you, I don't care. And keyword backing, because we do desperately need a defender. And I'm going to say I agree with you. Who do you have in mind? Left back? He says, no, I trust Scanlon. I've seen a player that isn't getting much game time at his club. And defence does seem an issue. Van Dijk never getting any younger, especially in them legs of his. He's running out of his deal. And I say to him, are you going to want to sign him up? I only like to offer one-year deals to over 35s. And he says, I don't know. I really don't know, because I plan on another Dutch centre-back. Don't know who that could be. 36 million. If you haven't seen the previous videos, we've got mods on. Transfers are stricter, literally by mods and by settings. We're trying to make this as realistic as possible, despite some signings maybe breaking that rule. And if you do enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to reach 10k. If you are watching this on MWS2, and this man, Lucas Beraldo, hasn't played many minutes for PSG, especially in real life, with the likes of Zabani, Pacho, Marquinhos, and this guy does look fancy in that kit. I like that PSG kit. I'd like him better, however, in a Liverpool one. Can we add a bonus? Because we still do need to pay a contract. High wages are on contracts as well with the mods, and that is accepted. Okay, that is fine. Let's take him in. Back to the Liverpool restaurant where Iraola likes to wrap up warm. And there he is. He's signed on the dotted line. However, he doesn't come in till January. I made that signing a little bit early because I want him to pan in with Jeremy Jacket. The two played against each other, and he says to Jeremy, what advice do you have for Liverpool? He says make sure you're ready to lose your legs. There's a lot of running at centre-back. And I guess that's fair to say with the way the manager plays. But now Leone's unhappy. He's put out online he doesn't like the manager's lack of faith in his ability to step up. That is obviously not good, but we've got a very vital game up first. With Leone in the lineup for the Carabao Cup against Chelsea quarter-final. Let me know what you think to the new graphics. Try to make them green like in real life. Blue is just for the EFL clubs themselves. Curtis Jones plays. McAllister gets the ball right here. Chelsea, I don't know how strong they've gone, but they do have a lot of players, and they've got Chiesa running in. Absolutely humdinger. Whack it and hope with Ekatike. Head that down. Tries to chest it down. Andrea Santos just in the way. Bino Gittens getting away. João Pedro through the middle. Come on, let's get across now. Shuffle. Come on. Control the player, please. Kirkes, he's took his man out. João Pedro has turned his man. Frimpong's in this reserve side. He's got Conor Bradley to try and replace. And Cody Gakpo usually is, but he's suffering an injury. Rio and Gamoa into Ekatike. Ekatike, are you having a joke? That man threatened the manager for game time. I am stunned. With João Pedro breaking through the middle. Neto. João Pedro's put it wide. So far, a toenail into a semi-final. Iraola's chance for a cup. And I fancy something different right here. Dominic Szoboszlai onto the right-hand side. Yes, he's not a right mid. And I don't like playing players out of position too much. But Ryan needs a rest. And Chiesa suffered a little injury. A little knock. With Ngamoa, he never gets knocked. Oh, I've spoke too soon. Liverpool in real life saying he's untouchable, and I would say the same. Rio and Ngamoa losing the ball. Knocked by the knock, but Curtis Jones through the middle. Florian Wirtz, he's got that distinct style of play, which allows him to pass perfectly through to Rio and Ngamoa. Hit with a P of pace. Ekatike should have had this game wrapped up. That's a terrible pass. That's just a move for Chelsea. Almost certain. And yes, you guessed it. We go into penalties. Of course, it's going to be penalties before the 2 legs, which I would have loved us to actually get to. Come on, McAllister. Zoomed in camera angle. McAllister almost gives Sanchez a chance, but the first one's in. Mamadashvili. Could he try and stake his team or place in the team if he plays well? Because he's got Alisson to actually take out of this squad. Dominic Szoboszlai put on and scores his penalty. Estevao, I don't like it if he scores. Come on, save it. 2 down the middle for the Blues. Ezekatike, maybe he joins in suit. He should have won it in normal time. It works for him. Works for us. Come on, get in there. Neto. I'm gonna try go this way. Oh, he dived so late. What are you doing? Flo Wirtz, right. He's gonna score. Never in doubt. Off the post and in for the 2nd time. I'm starting to get a little bit shaky. It is Mark Cucurella. Puts it to the wrong side. Everybody scoring pens with Curtis Jones. Liverpool lad and Scouser. It's saved. It's a chance unless we can do a madness here. With Mamadashvili, Caicedo against the goalkeeper. Of course they're going down the middle. They went down the middle every time. I am gutted, man, but at least we do have a player joining the club. Lucas Beraldo. It's the 1st of January. He walks into the training ground. As Iraola says to the press, he is very excited about this signing and it should help us. Which honestly we do need. However, he's just picked up Manager of the Month. Jamie Carragher's message isn't working, but it seems like he must be happy for him. With the Liverpool legend speaking out, we don't check the league table as much as we probably should do. Top 6 again, we've recovered from the terrible form. With Manchester City next, take points off them. We're still 10 points behind them. They've only lost 1 game. We can knock the momentum train. I'm saying this after a defeat. We've still got the Europa League to tick through. I don't care one bit about that. We've got Derby County in the FA Cup. And we've got Manchester City again, but very quickly in the December period. So Van Dijk does start. But I think he will come off for Beraldo now onto our bench. He'll need a rest as a free kick. Referee, what are you doing here? Don't make Ekatike mad. You've given a free kick to Haaland straight away. Class save. Scrap that. World-class save. Alisson's still at it. That's an easy save from Haaland, but we've got to beat Areola ball. Quick attacking. Ungamoa's a little bit tired as well. Kakpo's been injured for quite a while, so we can't put him on. They've signed a free agent, I think, that Uruguayan kid. And City will be top for a reason. We've got to be really careful when they do come forward. Ryan Cherky over the top into Omar Marmoush. Marmoush cutting inside. He's got the angle. Conor Bradley makes the tackle. Rodri, no, we don't get close enough. You knew that was going in. Rodri. City, to be fair, have started the game like a team that are top of the league. Iraola does seem competitive, which is all we asked. But still, I want more. No bueno. Not good. Ryan Gravenberg around the corner. Isak. Dominic Szoboszlai. He can strike these. Donnarumma to catch that must be absolutely broken-wristed. Or iron-wristed. That sounds better. Haaland trying to get round the back. Conor Bradley's just been better than Frimpong every day of the week. Bar Sundays, where Ryan can run here. Come on, keep going at the number 3. Now pass it inwards. Dominic Szoboszlai making another run. It might go over the line. It just doesn't. Erling Haaland is easily rounding Virgil Van Dijk. He looks done, does Van Dijk. That is very close from Marmoush. And he's going in the book, his VVD. I think before this game, we did get an approach for the big centre-back. And it may be an approach we actually listened to. We've pushed Szoboszlai now onto the left, and Gamoa just couldn't hack it. Van Dijk stinker and hooked. I hate to say it about a club legend. You know the fans could actually turn if he leaves the club. A bit like a Salah move. Haaland. Oh my days, that's unreal. What do you expect me to say about that? Haaland being Haaland. Yeah, we're running out of time, lads. And 80 minutes on the clock. They're still all over us. I can't believe that's gone in. It's 2 goals in quick succession. It is Rodri with a brace at Anfield. And I'm pretty sure there are fans. Why are they shaking his hand? And here's the approach. Free transfer. I mean, if we could accept Sunderland's money right now. Right, that would mean he actually leaves now. Do we allow him to stay till the end of the season? I think the fans would hate if we did sell Van Dijk early. So I am going to accept the free transfer, announce online, that Van Dijk will leave at the end of the year. And you see, some fans aren't happy with that. There is a little bit of a comeuppance at Anfield, asking for my head, not Iraola's. Something we've got to try and stop. And it actually isn't a good look that he's not playing this next game against Leeds United. VVD. Hopefully the fans can get back on track. Oh, and by the way, Alisson injured again. Good job we kept Mamardashvili. No offers coming in for him. That was just fizzed at the head of Chiesa, but Ekitike takes this down. A ball through onto Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, edge of the box. Here goes McAllister to try. Good effort, and Cody Gakpo's on. We've finally given a rest to Ngamoa. Tried it from both sides now. I think Arne Slot's man's got to go. It's like when you're with a friend and a friend of a friend's just stood in the middle of you. You don't want to really speak to him, but you've got to be around him. And now it's a corner for Anton Stack to whip in. Leeds are getting some attacks off. We've put an end to them, an end to the first half. Still, it's only 0-0. Just in time for a corner. Ekitike rises highest. Rodon. On comes the defensive help. Frimpong across the box. Rio and Ngamoa there, the two substitutes. Rio and Ngamoa could score against Leeds. He goes quite close. Stefan Bajcetic. Rio maybe could turn provider. He's been a bright spark off the bench. Ekitike play it across. A 0-0 with Leeds really doesn't help my relationship with the fan base. The riots have turned digital. Everybody attacking me. And that's when the manager drags me into his office saying, boss, I've got a strategy. I can see there's heat around you, and that is heat around me. We both go as a pair. I think we announce who we want to sign to replace Van Dijk to cool the Van Dijk out brigade. And the man I do want to replace him with is expensive. Are you willing to pay the money? I've got to say to him, definitely not in this window. We've just signed Lucas Beraldo. But okay, who is it? Let's announce it to the media through a leak. No, boss, we've got to say it obvious. We've got to come out and state it. And there it is. Andoni Iraola wants to sign Dean Howson, who he obviously did work with previously, is currently at Real Madrid and doing decently there. Would cost a lot of money. And this seems to have awoken Florentino Perez, as he's stating Liverpool will be nowhere near the signing of Howson. Well, I can tell you right now, old man, it might change. With me in charge, I'm going fully for him. I've got to back the manager next season because this season might not be enough, and we definitely do not want to be finishing in the Conference League. And a game that could see us avoid the Conference League is the Emirates FA Cup. We've got the good old graphics. This would put us in the Europa League, which isn't really good, and we are going in the Europa League this season. So still, there is kind of a bit of a chance we can even get in the Champions League, as Danilo Santos, who the heck is that guy in the midfield? Unaware of him. Maybe have to be aware, though, if he's something special. Jeremy Jacquet jumps on the ball here. Ball down the line straight into Cody Gakpo against De Ligt. One of his teammates on international duty tried to try and cut inside. As he does, Rio and Ngamoa getting a rest, so that's why he is in the squad. Ryan Gravenberg, Isak, Cody Gakpo again. He is running and he does cut inside. Sene Lemons with the stop. Okay, not bad this game. The ex-Bournemouth link-up of Kirkesh and Ryan. I don't think they played together. It has pinballed and led to a penalty kick. We had so many penalties against these last time we played Man United, and it was a disappointing result. The captain, McAllister, sneaks it home. Posting in, which begs the question, why did we struggle against Leeds? Is it something mental? Do we just want the Man United game more? I don't know, but it looks like we do put effort in against other big clubs. Not always coming out on top, however, and Gakpo, he started really good this game. That should have been a pass off the floor. We're passing a little bit slowly. We've got a fatigued team. And McAllister should have had another one. I'm so confused. But where we go, away from home, 1-0 up. FA Cup could be our thing. Ryan with the back heel. Jeremy Jacquet. Frimpong. Here we go. Use this link up. Ryan, I'm yet to see him score in game. It's usually the same goal scorers. Ball across. Ekitike steps across. Why can he not just score a goal? That's good from Beraldo as well in the defence. Dean Howson might do better once he arrives, I'm sure of it. I'm sure we can get him signed up. Ryan Gravenberg. Ryan with the step away! Finally, we get a goal from Ryan. The only player we've actually signed up. Scores a brilliant goal. Doing it at Old Trafford. That turn took Dorgu out the game. Great goal, and now changes have been made. I've gone more of defensive-minded with Bajcetic from McAllister. McAllister brilliant, obviously, but we do need the defensive one to come in and show this team. And then the pace merchant. Here he goes. Riongamoa, knock and run. There we go, and I'm not talking on people's houses. I'm talking towards the back post. Ryan got his bearings incorrect. Man United from this point, the 82nd minute, came back with 2 goals against us previously. Mateus Cunha, head that away, Milos Kerkez. What a bounce. What a bounce for Riongamoa. Stay on side, Ekatike, which he has done, and we've got to run if we can switch this maybe. Hugo Ekatike across the field. Ryan across the field again. That's a handball. But we'll play on. It is Frimpong into Ryan. Drill that across. Space in the middle for Bashetic. Ekatike! He won't get the assist, will Stefan? But Hugo Ekatike. 3-0 against Man United. And finally, Liverpool back. And with a chance for decent Europe.